life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
True Digital Media Consulting. You're online right now and so are your customers, but marketing has to be a consistent journey. True Digital Media Consulting can help with your online ads, organic growth, and so much more. Contact us today at 832-934-4436 or visit our website at truedigitalmediaconsulting.com.
Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Instagram. Hello and welcome back to another episode of All Things Beauty. Now, I know this is a show y'all have been waiting for quite some time. All Things Dating Part 2. Yes, it's your lucky day. You are in store for a great treat. And you know who we have in the studio, always and always. Miss Kenby.
Hey girl, hey, I'm a little nervous. They're gonna be in for some drama today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, definitely hold on to your seats, people.
Put your seatbelt on.
Yes, absolutely. And we have our fabulous and amazing guest who has been with us in March and then again last week, Miss Chantal. Hey, lady.
Hey.
How are you, beautiful?
I am good. How are you guys?
I am great. I'm loving the bun situation with the little,
You know,
tendrils.
when your hair is dirty, girl, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
I love when she does
Super
like the little
cute.
doodaddies in the front because it like frames her face so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
Stop gassing me up, y'all.
Absolutely. Well, y'all, before we actually jump into today's content, I want to let you know how today's show is going to go. As like all of our shows, in fact, we're actually going to be on this platform for about 15 minutes. So if you have any questions and you're watching right now on Facebook Live, you want to make sure that you're asking those questions so that we can answer them right here, right now, today. Now, after that 15 minutes, we're actually going to go off and go to some of our other platforms. So Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes, we on that. So if you want to ask questions again and engage with us right now live, make sure that you're watching this on Facebook Live. Okay, so let's get started. Let's just jump right in.
Okay, first I want to know what this is on your eyes because I want some of it.
Oh, thank you. Juvia's Place.
Really?
I've
Juvia's-
been wanting to get that.
Her
Their
palettes-
stuff is so good.
They're so pigmented.
But they're selling it in Ulta now.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
They just
I saw it
started.
the other day.
They just started.
Wow.
The one
I
right
did
here
not
on
know.
Kirby, they got a full display and it's stock.
I'm so impressed.
They
Get it,
just
girl.
started.
Because, Juvia's Place is black owned.
Uh-huh.
Pretty young. She's a millennial. I'm so proud of her. And her colors, like I said before, are so pigmented. I've even started buying some of her brushes. Her brush sets are also pretty cool, too.
Oh, but
I like that
what
stuff.
palette?
Thank you. It's the yellow one. So it's like goldish yellow. And then all of her palettes have like queens, emblems of queens on them. I love that. And so it's the golden yellow one.
Okay, I'm going to go
I
look
have
at
to get
that.
that.
Yes.
Look, right, look. Girl, we gotta
So
make an Ulta
what
trip.
since we're talking about makeup and stuff, what you got on your lips? I like it shiny today.
Girl, my lips kind of hurt because I have on a lip plumper,
Oh.
which I love lip plumpers. So I have on Arrowhead MAC
Oh.
nude lipstick, and then I have on Buxom's Amber gloss on top. I love Buxom. I love lip plumpers, even though they kind of hurt. I love them.
I haven't seen Amber. Is that like a new shade, you think?
No, I got it like in a sample kit from like Sephora. So
okay.
it's like a kind of nudish, kind of flesh tone color, and it has
Nice.
like glitter. I'm not really a fan
Oh.
of glitter, but you can't really tell. So,
Nice.
with my nude concoctions, I'm gonna wear color one day. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
but just not today.
You kind of almost did one time. You wore some like faint orange.
Okay.
One
I was
time.
gonna wear red one time,
Oh wow.
and then I was like, but no, Amethyst's not gonna be there, so she's not gonna know. So then I just didn't do it.
I always watch y'all, even if I'm not here. I be watching. I saw him last week, killing it. Y'all did great last week, ladies. Love the show, hilarious. So what you got on your lips?
So I have on Persistence by MAC.
Oh, cute.
With a brown lip liner, kind of blended it in there. So.
I like it.
She's giving me 90s.
I was just about to say that. Yes.
That was the vibe I was
With the
actually
like
going
mock
with.
neck, the mock neck turtleneck. You know,
Right.
like
That
she
was
is
the
bringing it
vibe.
in. The ripped jeans, y'all. Y'all can't see she's sitting down. She got on the perfect ripped
And then
jeans.
she had a backpack purse.
I do. I was bringing.
Perfect.
What?
Probably stuck down the chair. I can't.
I
But yeah,
love
do.
it.
I was feeling a little. I'm into the '90s groove.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if y'all watch Love Is.
Well, not no more because it's gone.
It's
but
gone.
okay.
Okay, but y'all watched
Of
it.
course.
I'm like, y'all quiet.
I'm like,
Dang, maybe you have. Maybe you know something we don't know.
No,
You
no,
get
no.
advanced copies? Okay.
No, I wish, but Nuri kind of inspired me with her '90s style, and so I'm really, feeling it lately.
I love her
Oh.
hair because she cut
Yeah.
her hair for that role,
Yeah.
and she looks totally different, like for the better.
Yeah, she does.
I agree.
I was like,
agree.
she looks
said
better
it too.
bald head.
She said
Beautiful.
that was the best decision she ever made.
I feel the same way from a person that's always had long hair.
Yes.
Look,
Girl,
you got the
cut
head
it
girl.
off.
I
It
couldn't do
does.
that, though.
Okay, you
Not
and me
for
both.
Mm-mm.
But you know what you're really giving me? Like Love Jones, like the Nina Mosley vibe. Yes, when she had on the black shirt with the ripped jeans. Yes, and she was working it with Darius.
Yeah, that's a little bit Love
You
Jones.
had your little
That's still in the '90s.
Yeah,
Still in the
absolutely,
90s.
absolutely.
little Love Jones going
Uh-huh.
on with this dating.
And speaking of Love Jones, y'all got some stories to share?
I don't have no Love Jones yet, but I mean
It's
I'm
coming.
trying.
The counterfeit always comes before the real. So it always.
That's a good way to think
it
about it.
I have
girl.
never heard that.
Really? But that's a good way to think about it because I have a lot of counterfeits going on. When
Well,
the real
coming
coming?
from a person with years and years of banking experiences, you don't be looking for no counterfeit.
I need
no
a
ma'am.
pen. That means I need one of those pens in
Gotta
my
hold
pocket
it
at
up
all
to the
times.
Hilarious. That's so
girl,
funny.
no.
I've never heard that.
Really?
Me either. That's very.
Wow. At Wheeler, Pastor Cosby said it one time. This was like 2-3 years ago, though.
that?
Did he?
This is one time. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I always
Oh,
stuck
wow.
with me, but yeah.
But I love Pastor Cosby, so I'm gonna give him
Hey,
that.
that's okay.
Yes.
So the whole point of why Chantal is back on this show is because she got me back on Bumble.
Oh wow.
So last week we talked
Wait, hold
about.
on. Pause. I did not got. She
Yes.
is the reason why I am on Bumble.
Can I
Oh.
say, let me
Tell
say,
the story.
Okay,
Tell the
so
story.
last week we talked about how we went to a Neiman Marcus event. So Chantal is part of like my group of fashion blogger booze friends. So we get together periodically, to catch up and stuff. So basically everybody in the group is single. So we said, okay, well, what can we do about this? So I suggested Bumble for them because Amethyst and I discussed, from a previous show, okay, we're going to try Bumble out. I was done. Bumble was deleted. Like, everything was canceled. And then, of course, she's like, well, you got to do it, too. And I was just like, ugh. So we made this pact that we have, like, a group chat. Everybody, kind of like accountability partners.
Yeah.
They would have to actually be actively engaged in Bumble and go on a date. Actually get 3 days.
3 days.
So I thought we could log off by October 1st, but she said no, the 31st. So
oh wow.
yeah, so you have to. So the whole thing is like actually being an active participant.
Yeah.
So like have like a good profile, couple pictures, a good like bio. So that's what brings how she gets back into this whole dating.
Wow.
thing.
Well, pause on that. So you were on before, you got off, and you got back on because of the pact.
Yes.
Now, did you revamp anything from the first time when you were on? Anything about your profile?
Yes, I actually added a full body
Okay.
this time. Then I also added my bio was my friends made me do this again.
Envy.
So a lot of people have been shouting y'all out like, oh, shout out to your friends. We're so happy that they made you come back. Tell your friends I said what's up.
No way.
Wow,
That's
Tell
hilarious.
your friends I said thank you. And I'm just like, you don't even know them.
Wow.
But anyways, so
You're welcome.
it's only if it works out.
Yeah.
Listen, I was kind of pulled into this because I don't really do. It was another friend who suggested it. She's like, "Oh, let's just live our lives. Let's
Yeah.
try to do something different."
Absolutely.
Okay, I agreed. I don't really do apps, okay? I'm kind of old school, you know?
Yeah.
You bump into something. I feel like when you look for something, you find the wrong thing.
That's
So,
true. But we're not looking.
Well, you're swiping. And doing
But
all
how
sorts
is
of stuff.
Bumble any different from old dudes sliding in your DMs on Instagram?
I don't
Instagram
pay
is an
them no
app.
attention.
Oh, girl, if you look good enough, your profile look good, I'm going to say, hey, back.
You
or
know what?
something.
Honestly, I really go off of like my fashion blog page. So like, dudes don't really be sliding in my DMs.
Really?
And my personal page, I couldn't even tell you the password to even get on there the last time I got on there. So I mean, from time to time, but it's not anyone that like I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Or even.
Oh, it's
would
never
even
the
go on a
ones
date.
that you like.
Yeah, I mean from time to time, but no. So I mean, this is a whole different experience for me. I have tried dating apps. I'm not gonna say I've never tried it, but these people on here, it's just it's I don't know. It's different. It's very different.
Mine has been the total opposite, I think.
Have you?
Yeah, I think that we're talking about Bumble, guys. So there's a lot of engineers, lawyers,
doctors.
and doctors.
There's successful
on
people on
Bumble.
there. I
Usually
would
But
say.
if you think about it, these type of people don't do a lot of like, they're like, what I'm trying to say, like they've been behind books for so long that maybe their human interaction is not as good.
They're antisocial.
Okay, I'll take that too.
Okay, so I understand because there's a lot of people that, especially like that's in my field, that's on Bumble, and I'm like, why are you on Bumble? I get it. Like when you work in the corporate world and you're working 9-10 hour days, you don't really have time to go out. And then when you get older, you don't want to, really necessarily be in the club. And so I do get it and I understand it. And I've met cool people on there, but the bad is kind of outweighing the good for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I've had some pretty good experiences. I met one young man who was pretty cool. Doesn't look like it's ending well, though. Y'all watch Insecure this last
of
week.
course.
Issa got ghosted. I also got ghosted. So
You
it was another kind of situation of life imitating art in a lot of ways. But I mean, here we are. I wish that he would have just had a conversation, whatever it was. But I thought we were hitting off well. But I guess my senses are off. My spidey senses are turned
Oh,
off.
girl, that's just men.
But you know what? I think for me, it's like very inconsistent. Like they'll come on and they're like, oh, I really want to talk to you. Let's go on a date. Let's exchange numbers. We exchange numbers. We'll have like a few good conversations. And then they are very inconsistent. Like they plan a date and they don't follow through. And I'm just like, why are you pressing me so hard?
Yeah, if
and
you're
then
not
you're
ready.
not following through if you're
Yep.
not ready. Or do you have someone else going on?
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't know. I mean, there's some people that I feel like they're really cool, but I'm not going to like put anything on it yet. It's just like taking its course and kind of getting to know. But I mean, I've met some wild ones.
I do not have that experience. These guys like, girl, let's get together today. Call me right now. We can go somewhere.
I mean, I get that, but then some of them don't really follow through. Now, there's one, he was just like, I really want to see you. Can I see you tomorrow? I was like, no, I'm actually going to be on a podcast. Can you just kind of slow that down? But he was just really like persistent.
Wow.
And I was just like, okay, I mean, I'll give you 10 cool points for that, but I don't know.
Interesting. Well, what we do know is that we're on Facebook Live right now at this very moment. Remember, we're only going to be on for just a few more minutes. So if you have questions, please don't forget to engage with us and ask questions as we are on Facebook Live. But if we're off of Facebook Live, definitely do hashtag All Things Beauty or ATB on Instagram, and we'll find your question or your comment or maybe even your concern. But since you are watching Facebook Live, we want to share with you that this episode is actually sponsored by True Digital. You're online right now, and so are your customers. The question is, how do you actively reach them? Marketing has to be a consistent journey, and we're here to walk you through every single step of the way. True Digital Media Consulting can help you with website development, online ads, and also your business reputation. Also, if you're interested in organic growth on search engines, definitely check out True Digital Media. In addition to that, you can definitely give us a call today to discuss your customized strategy for your business by calling 832-934-4436 or send us an email at info@truedigitalmediaconsulting.com. Mention the sphere and you will receive a free 30-minute strategy consultation. All right.
Okay. So
Yes.
back to this. Okay, so Amethyst.
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know. I said, I wish I knew. I really do. I thought we were getting along great. We went on a couple of dates, so went out twice. Even on one Sunday fun day, we were together. We even went to church, to his church. and took communion. It was a great experience. And then after that, after church and lunch or brunch, whatever, we went to the Houston Zoo and walked around, took some cute
They in
pictures.
a whole relationship.
No,
Yeah.
took some cute selfies. And so I'm like,
They're
I don't
in
know
a
what happened. By that
relationship.
Tuesday, I was like, oh, yeah, he's like, how's your day? The average good morning kind of text. By that afternoon, I was like, okay, so how are you? Like, we were used to talking all throughout the day. Girl, by that Wednesday, I was like, crickets. I'm like, what just happened?
Did you call him? His phone might be off.
I called him.
I'm just saying, like, you never know. Like T-Mobile told me that they cut my phone off.
No.
And I had no clue.
It was not off.
Okay. it wasn't
He
off.
also has an iPhone, so he was getting, like, the red receipts were on. He read.
Oh! That was
was like-
not planned, by the way.
I was like, I don't know what happened. I thought we
don't
had
have no respect.
Ooh, delete, girl.
I'm
Block
like-
and delete.
So, I don't know. But
And I'm a person that has red receipts on because I'm a thug and I want you to see that I read it, but
Okay.
that's just rude.
That is rude.
Yeah.
Because it takes nothing. And honestly, I feel like we're grown.
Yeah.
And if you're not interested or something happened, there's nothing to be like, hey,
Absolutely.
you know what, Amethyst, I had a great time. I had a great couple of dates, but, my ex is calling me back. I might
That's
have
what
to
it
go
sound
back.
like to me.
Or, I just need some time to kind of chill. Like that
Yeah.
happened to me. I met a guy not on Bumble, and we vibed very well. Like it was
Uh-oh.
a great connection. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
Jesus. He was just like, hey, I just got out of this relationship. I was with this
Yep.
person for 4 years.
Mhm.
I've been single for 8 months, but like he decided to kind of quit his job and go for his dream. And now that he's coming up, she's knocking on the door
Of
saying,
course.
hey,
Well,
I
yeah,
want to try again. And he was like, I had
Yeah.
to give her that. It's been 4 years. I need
Wow.
closure. And I
Wow.
just hope you understand.
Well,
No,
that was
I don't
honest.
understand
No, that
that.
was honest.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I respect him to be honest and
Absolutely.
go ghost.
Absolutely.
Like, tell me that so I know what's the deal is.
Absolutely.
And that was it.
So after they break up again, because they will,
Yeah.
you gonna take them back?
No.
Okay, I just want to make
Because
sure.
maybe by that time somebody already scooped me
Snatched
up.
up.
But I mean,
because he ain't thinking too clear.
but honestly, I respect that because I feel like
Absolutely.
when you're with someone for a very long time or you're
Absolutely.
heavily in love with someone, you need that time and that
Closure.
space. And then when you
So
feel like
then
you're
don't
doing
talk
good,
to other people.
but you're broken up and you feel like you're doing good, and then they call
Mm-hmm.
you just like, man, I
Do
should
not
have this
date.
conversation.
If you're not over that person,
Yeah.
But that's
stay
what I'm
to
saying.
yourself.
And that's why he was just like, I just need time to kind of figure things out. I don't know if I'm going to go back with her. I'm dealing with my
They back
business.
together.
I just need some time. I think so. But, I'm just
He
like,
getting on my
okay.
nerves, and I don't even know him.
So I'm like, I respect that.
Yeah.
And that's all I can do.
Well, with the guy who ghosted me, I honestly didn't feel bad because he introduced me to some new things. I haven't been to the zoo in years. And then even after the zoo, we went and got crepes. It was my first time having crepes in Rice Village. So I'm like, we had fun together.
If we're going to the zoo and taking selfies together, we are in a relationship.
after we
but ultimately, y'all, I felt like,
Technically, I mean, not legit, but I mean, you gonna be my little boo.
no. Honestly, I felt like everything you lose is not a loss. And in that
That's
case,
true.
I was really making so many concessions because we had good conversation and I enjoyed his presence. But when we met the first time, he was like 5'5". He had a receding hairline and he had been married twice.
Oh,
So all these things
oh,
are,
that's fine, girl. Let him go.
these are all things
Oh, you
that
left that out.
Listen, that is like, ding, ding, like double
Red
X.
flag.
But when I was like, but I really still like him. He's funny. He's nice. He's in tune with his spirituality, loves God, loves his family. So I'm like, okay, I can take a few, whatever. But when he ghosted, I'm like, the Lord worked it out.
But listen, I also do think that sometimes you kind of have to accept situation for how they are.
Yeah.
And then be like, you know what? Look at the good in the situation.
True.
You know what? That's the first time I've ever been to the zoo.
Very
You know,
true.
That's the first time I did this. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But
Yeah.
look at the good in the situation.
Absolutely.
Instead of like,
Girl, you,
Yeah.
you can take yourself to the zoo. We can take a field trip. All things beauty goes to the zoo. That's a way. Don't come over here with that.
I mean, I
If you
get
don't
that.
mean well, that's the definition of an FB. If you come into my life and you know
Yeah.
you don't mean well and you still wiggle your way up in here, you're an FB.
Mm-hmm.
Not Facebook. That's what I'm saying. FB.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying.
I have a question for you. Maybe it's time for our Facebook viewers to go and then have to watch the rest of the segment. But I really want to know. I know we were talking before. You're pretty explicit on your first dates or first interactions with guys, maybe even on the phone, about you dating with purpose.
Oh, yeah, of
and
course.
you not dating just for
And the fact that I'm celibate.
Yes, and so I would love to know their reaction to that if you would like to share.
Sure.
Okay, great. Well, y'all are going to have to definitely stay tuned to hear Kenvy's response to that. But for our Facebook Live viewers, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friend circle. And donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. Y'all know how we do. You can donate today at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Also, my uncle's birthday is tomorrow. He's an avid watcher of the show. Happy birthday, Uncle Eddie. Say bye, y'all.
Happy birthday, Uncle
Eddie.
Eddie.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Okay,
So, actually, I was not as, I guess, explicit with things, but one of my good friends, shout out to Nick, DJ Young Streets, he told me, he was like, you need to tell these dudes off the rip that you're celibate.
Okay.
Because at first I thought, okay, well, it doesn't matter, you know, if you're not going to get none. I don't feel like, well, I need to disclose that to you, especially if you're not going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
But I think with me being very upfront, it actually has worked out in my favor. So I just let people, so if you going to run, you have the chance to run now. Hey, look, if we're going to date, you're going to have to really like me. You're not going to get any. No, I'm not waiting until marriage. No, you cannot break me. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, they either kind of, it's either up or down. Now, me, I have, my friends call me the queen of dating. I've dated all type of men that there could possibly be out there. And I just don't care anymore. If you want to walk away, that's fine.
I think that's the attitude
Save
to have,
me some time to be dealing with you. And, you know, and so I've gotten to the point now to where I don't even mention, like, people to my friends. Everybody's my friend, like my little friend that I met on Bumble. And we've been talking for like 3 months.
Wow.
I like him, but, you know, he's just got a relationship, like a long one. So I'm not like, oh, my God, what's going to happen? No. I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen anytime soon. But that's still my friend. I still like him. And he also knows that I'm celibate as well.
Awesome.
And so a lot of people, they're like, oh, I don't get the vibe that I can sleep with you. I actually had a date on Sunday. And he was like, well, I don't get that vibe. I said, well, good, because you ain't gonna get none anyway. So just to let you know that. I'm for real. Like, I'm not, because I don't want people to get like this false sense of like hope. And I mean, people just want to sleep around like AIDS ain't real and all the rest of that stuff. So I don't like that. So if you think that you're gonna talk to me or date me or do what you gotta do to think that, I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to really like me. I'm annoying. I'm this. I'm that. If you really don't like me, then you might want to go, because this is not gonna end the way that you think it is. You know, some guys just kind of stick around just to get some, like,
or try if they're like, oh, you know what? Let me see how much I can push her or do this. You know, because I can get it. You know, they're all like cocky with it, but
I don't care how many drinks you buy, how many martinis. It is not my. I've been celibate over 2 years now. My body is definitely in check, so bruh, I can't help you. But yeah, I think that being more direct, and also I think that it makes them respect you more, because you're saying exactly what you will and won't do. And a lot of people just kind of just, oh, whatever. Like, no, this is what I'm gonna accept. This is what I'm not gonna accept. We are gonna go on dates. If not, we don't have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. It could be the park, whatever, ice cream, whatever. I've been wanting to go on a picnic for the longest. So if anybody's watching that I done matched with on Bumble, I want to go on a picnic. Like, legit, like the whole like blanket. Like, I would love that.
I've had one of those dates before,
Yeah.
by the
That
way.
would've been beautiful.
It was
I had a ghetto
beautiful.
picnic, but it wasn't like legit. I want like grapes and like crackers and stuff. Like, when I'm like wine, like a
Yeah, I
fancy
had one of those a few years ago.
Dang.
it was nice. It was really nice.
It was.
No,
It was really
like a
sweet, and
hood
it was
one.
by like, it was at a park, and it was by like a little lake, and it was really nice.
that's
He
so
was very
beautiful.
thoughtful, and I had to drive to Timbuktu to, you know, have that. He was yeah, he was
Really?
black.
Ain't no black man that want to take me on a picnic.
He was
Yeah,
he was
they're out
country.
there. Yeah.
But he was country. But yeah, it was really nice. It was a few years ago, 5 years ago, to be exact.
Okay, so what are some of y'all's like?
It was like when I first got to
to be exact.
So, like, what are some of y'all's like dating no-nos? Like, if this guy does this on this date, it is done.
5'4", receding hairline, married twice.
Oh, but you
Shade.
I'm joking
The
because
shade
I
is
just
real.
apparently just went through that. But no, I mean, stale conversation is a big one. Someone who's a blatant atheist and doesn't have any type of like
You gotta
spiritual
love the
connection. Someone who is not where I am in my place of like in terms of like life, like wanting to continue on like with something serious potentially. They're just like dating for exploration, or I'm not with it. But those are some big ones for me.
For me, I would say you have to have your stuff together. If you don't have your stuff together, I'm sorry. We can't work.
Like from first date off the rip?
I'm talking about, like if you need to have your stuff together, you need to have a good job. You need to be able to hold your own. I don't want to deal with a situation you live with your mama or baby. I don't know. Like you just have to have your stuff together, because I feel like I'm at the point where I'm having my stuff together. I need you to have your stuff together. There's nothing wrong with like trying to build yourself to another level, but you at least need to be able to hold your own. I'm not saying you need to have like all this money and drive this fancy car, but you need to be able to hold your own, so that's a big thing. If you can't hold your own, then you need to get yourself together. I feel like you can't be in a relationship.
Work on you, boo.
But no, honestly, I feel like you can't be in a situation if you don't have your stuff together, and your stuff together is not just a mental thing, an emotional thing. It's a financial thing. It's everything. You got to have you complete, ready to be in a relationship. So if you don't have that, I can't help you.
That's true.
Another thing, I don't like someone that's pushy. Some of these men that are older now, like they're like, oh, hey, I want to get married. I want to have kids tomorrow. I want to get to know you. What's your favorite color? Like, I don't want to feel that
out on the honeymoon.
I don't want to feel pressure. So when I feel pressure, that's like a turn off for me. And so I'm just like, no. And then honestly, this is a little vain, but if your shoes are like jacked up or you have a dirty car, I can't deal with it. That means your house is dirty. Like it's all about taking care of yourself. Because I feel like my dad, like that's one thing, he didn't really care about his clothes, but his shoes always looked nice. You know what I mean? And like his car was always clean. And I'm like, if your car is jacked up and you don't care about your shoes or putting yourself together, then I don't know what your house look like, or I can't deal with a dirty person. So that's a no for me.
On this kind of what we're looking for, what we want, what are some no-nos, I was having a conversation with my mentor about a few weeks ago, and she asked me blatantly if I was putting my highest energy into finding a mate, into being in a relationship. And I told her no, it wasn't my highest priority, but it was pretty important, I guess. And so she was like, okay, well, what are you looking for? And so I went down, some what I'm looking for list. And then she said, well, when's the last time you made breakfast for a man? And I'm like,
never, because
what does it have to do?
I happen 24 hours.
Yeah.
But she's like, the last time you made breakfast for a man, what did you make? And why? What prompted you to wake up and make breakfast for this man? What was it about him? What qualities did he possess? And so I started thinking, and I was like, wow, it was the first time in a long time that I had these thoughts and felt these feelings, y'all. It was amazing. And so I pictured him for like the first time in forever. Like I pictured my man, my husband. And I was like, okay. So I still haven't put it as my highest priority, like for the time being, but
listen,
but it was good to kind of like go through that kind of exercise and really like envision myself in that mode again.
I think about my husband all the time. I have a list in my phone, my husband list, that's on there. And I think it's like 10 or 15 things that have nothing to do with like looks. So this is more like quality.
Yeah.
So I be thinking about him all the time, girl. He in my phone.
Now, my godmom, love you, Auntie Pat. She's always like, listen, pray for him. Pray for pray for the man that you want. Ask the Lord to bring him in your dreams and he would come. For me, I feel like I want to focus on myself. Like I feel like I'm always the type of person who put other people first. And this is the first time in my life where I'm kind of being selfish. And I feel like if the time is right, it will happen. The Lord would bless me. I don't want to like go and just trying to find somebody. I feel like if it's meant to be, it will happen. So that's where I'm at in my life. But I feel my godmom, I pray for him. I talk to the Lord every day and I'm like, listen, when you feel like it's right, send him. I'm ready, but I'm not going to go and search from him high and low. Like,
no, girl, don't be looking now. You might hurt yourself.
Right.
So actually, before I get to my no-nos, because I got a couple and I got a couple of stories too. Actually, this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Asandra Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. Alrighty, so my number one dating no is being late.
Really?
I am
always
on
late,
time
though.
everywhere. Do not be late.
Really?
And then don't tell me what time to meet you and then you still late. Cause I'm gonna be early, and it was funny cause the guy on Sunday, he was late, and I'm talking to my friends. I said, "Oh, he's late," and they were like, "No, he's only late cause you're early." No, he's late because he's late. They gonna try to text me, ask me where I'm at, waiting on you in my car. Don't like that. Teeth is a big thing for me.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I gotta be able to want to like look at you, and not saying that you have to have perfect teeth, but I just feel like we're all adults. We all work. We all should have insurance. So but see, I guess I can't really say that
Wow.
because I knew somebody. I had a friend, and she said that she'd never been to the dentist ever in life until she was an adult. But I've had the same dentist since I was like 6 years old. So that's like kind of like what's instilled.
That's self-care though. That I understand people
hygiene.
have like
So your mom shouldn't take you to the dentist.
no. I understand people have fear for the dentist, but I agree with you. I feel like that's self-care. Like you should go to the dentist, have your your
Cleanings
cleaning
and
every two cleanings a year. Go to the doctor to
Go
have
to Dr. Baptiste.
Go to the doctor to have a checkup. I think that is you got to care about yourself. That's part of
But
like
how do you
self-care.
think I'm gonna be all up in your face, wanting to kiss on you and stuff, and your teeth is jacked up?
You shouldn't. You should. I don't know. To me, I feel like that would be like a reality check. If I'm like digging someone and they're like, "Ooh, girl, your teeth," or
Like,
your
you don't
breath
care about
smell."
yourself enough.
You don't care about yourself. I feel like that's hygiene.
And then how we gonna get married? Them teeth ain't gonna be in my wedding pictures. And then we gotta push the wedding back because you gotta get braces. Cause I ain't gonna have no braces in my pictures neither.
Well, y'all should
It's
do that while y'all
stressful.
dating. You get the
He
braces
got-
because
I
that
can't-
takes a
you
long
can't
time to
tell-
get fixed.
He would get offended. You can't tell your
That's
man.
what I'm saying. That is
So, baby,
self-care.
I think
You
you-
as a person should be able to want to bathe yourself every day. Go to the doctor.
Take a bath.
Take care of yourself. You should not want to skip a bath. Like as a person, you should want to take care of yourself. Look nice. Work out. Do whatever
Right.
you do to feel good. So if you as a person do that for yourself, you should want somebody who do that too. And that's part of like self-care. Now, honestly, if your teeth is jacked up, sometimes that's expensive. You know. To get fixed. So depending how bad it is, like if at least they go to the dentist and get their teeth cleaned, but they probably don't have enough money to do like a Invisalign or something like that, and they're saving for it. If they have a plan forward, you should consider it, at least if he has a plan forward.
What's that Smile Club Direct? $99 a month.
Listen, sometimes light bill costs $99
true.
a month.
That's
You got to
true.
put priorities.
That's true.
Now, if you at least get your teeth clean, your breath don't stink. If he has a plan forward, I feel like you at least give a shot. Like you have a plan forward. There's a plan in place. That's just me personally. I don't know.
Well, okay.
I think so. You say he had a card for a dentist in his car?
You're going too far. Because if he watches this podcast, he's going to know I'm talking about him. She is in timeout. Let me talk about somebody else. So when Amethyst was talking about religion, so I met another Bumble guy. He had like 10 cars, a house, owned a business, and had a regular job, had a Maserati. He had a spaceship. He had all this stuff. And so we were talking. He said, okay, let's go hang out on Sunday. I said, okay, well, I'm free after church. Oh, you're a church-going woman? Yeah, of course. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. He proceeds to tell me that he is not really religious. He believes in a higher power, but he doesn't see what the whole hoopla is about. And basically, he's not changing for anyone. And I said, well, I don't want to date someone or be in a relationship with someone doesn't share the same religion as me. And then he said, well, we might as well not continue. And I said, okay, have a nice life.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to discuss.
that-
I'm just like, how do you have all of these things and your soul ain't right? And then the fact that you tell me I'm not willing to change. I mean, at least be open to, because I mean, ultimately, I would want somebody that I can worship with. To me, that's going to be the ultimate
absolutely.
form of intimacy is to go to church and like
Exactly.
worship together.
Yes. Yeah.
So I like, because I hate seeing women, especially women like that are married, they're at church by themselves. So unless your husband is at work,
And yeah, absolutely, I
like
agree.
he need to be at church with you.
And I believe that when I'm married, my husband is the spiritual leader in our home. So I want my children to have a praying father, to have someone who reveres and fears God. And we can't be in a relationship. Some of my basic tenets are rooted in
Girl.
Christianity. So I'm
But I
like,
feel like that's the foundation, though. Not only just getting to know each other. I
Yeah.
feel like having the Lord as part of your foundation because in relationships, you're going to go through things. You're going to go through highs and
Exactly.
lows. And the only person that's going to help you,
Yeah.
pull you through
Is
it.
thank you.
Is the
Thank you.
Lord.
So I'm like,
So
the
if
first
you
time
don't
we
have
meet
that-
a life challenge,
Yeah.
I'm being in my prayer
That's-
closet,
don't-
and you're going to be like, babe, you tripping. Like, we're already
Oh,
going to
yeah.
have,
Yeah.
no. So that
No.
one, but that's in my profile. That's in my bio.
Well, I mean, they have it where you can click to say if you're Christian. I mean, everybody's not.
People
I'm
don't
not
look
saying
at
you
that.
have to be like a Jesus freak, but I've been meeting a
No.
lot of men who do not
No.
believe at all. And in my opinion, you don't have to be a Christian. Believe in something.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could be anything, but the fact that you don't believe in anything and you don't know what to believe just lets me know that you out here just lost and you
Yeah.
have all of these like worldly possessions, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
But now
Like,
I
what do
don't
you
want you to be
do
too
with-
heavenly that you're earthly no good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've also, one of my best friends dated this guy in college who was on path to be a minister. His dad was a
Oh,
minister.
no.
Papa was a minister. Everybody in the family, every man in the family was a minister. And so he had came over to spend the night, like for the weekend and stuff, like because we went to different colleges. And he made her sleep on the couch. Mind you, this was her place.
No.
He made
Hold on,
her.
hold on.
Where in the
Stop.
Bible
made
does it say
her.
that?
Sleep, and he slept in her bed?
But it's
She
her fault
actually
because she did it. That's her fault because she
Because
did
she
it.
was so
did it.
surprised. Well, he was an athlete, and so he was like, "Babe, I had a long, week in the game and all these injuries, so he needed the bed." But he was like, "But I can't sleep with you like in the bed because that's gonna make my his flesh was weak and it was gonna tempt him." I was
Your
like,
flesh is weak, then you need to
What
go
kind,
home.
of, what kind of fake minister are you?
Yeah, you need to go
Thank
home
you.
and be in your
I'm
bed.
like,
That's
girl.
not right. No. I'd be like, well, then you need to go home.
But then
And
you have
need
to have
a soak in
boundaries.
some Epsom salt and do whatever you need to do because you're not gonna kick me out of my bed.
right?
But you have to
Yeah.
have boundaries.
No,
I mean, with me
girl.
with me being celibate, there are some things that I don't do. I'm not coming to your house. I can't come over there because you're gonna.
After you've been dating
Yeah.
someone for a year or 2 years.
I mean,
You can't go on a vacation. I believe you
Yeah.
can't really get to know someone unless you travel with them.
I
Travel,
agree. Yeah, I
travel
agree.
brings out the worst in
okay,
people.
but these are rules that were like for example, like the longest guy that I actually like dated since I've been celibate. He was like, you can't come to my house late at night.
Oh,
I get that.
See,
but
you
what
didn't say
about
that
during the
last part.
day? Like late
I
at
mean,
night, I get that.
I'm kind of cute, but I guess their hormones be raging.
Well, but I'm saying, so you would never go to their house?
I mean, I went to his house, but he was just like, "Don't come over here late at night."
I
Oh,
get
okay,
that
late at night,
but
absolutely.
But,
So-
period, I'd be like,
No,
I
long
gotta
as
see where you live.
it's daytime, I'm good.
But that's what I'm
Okay.
talking about. Once you guys are dating for say a year and a half, 2 years, and he's like, "Babe, it's time for a vacation."
Oh, he-
Vacation.
But see, he was crazy too because let me tell you about this person. I met him on Bumble. Well, actually, I met him on Bumble. I got off of Bumble and he found me on Instagram. I was like, okay,
Wow.
cool, whatever. So, it was going really well. He was an attorney, whatever. Girl, 3 months into it, he did not drink. He was like perfect. Girl, he gonna tell me he don't believe in Jesus. But see, you waited 3 months because you knew that I was not gonna like that.
I don't like that. I feel like you need to be upfront and honest.
But he had only not been a Christian for like 2 years. Like, bro, we will take
Why?
you back.
But why?
Because
will
he
take
was
you
like the Lord is about forgiveness. Come on back.
But why? Why did he decide not to
Because
believe
he
in
was
God anymore?
associating religion with people instead of associating it with a higher power.
Oh, see, that's where he messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's what it was. And it was a lot of things with like he felt like the church was misappropriating funds that don't even have nothing to do with him. So he just said to hell with the church as a whole for whatever reason. And I'm like, you're a black male, you have multiple degrees, you ain't never been to jail, you ain't never been to prison, you have all of these things. Nice. I'm like, and you think that you don't need to believe in nothing? And you think I'm finna ride in the car with you? We ain't finna get no accident and I die because you don't plead the blood of Jesus over your car. Not today.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you were going on a trip with him, because that's part of a relationship.
In
You go on
an
vacation.
airplane?
No.
No,
Yeah, or
yeah.
anywhere. But I'm saying, like, how do you deal with that, like, temptation when you're away on vacation?
I'm fine. They got to deal with it. It like literally after a while, it's like your body kind of like shuts off. So like it's like
Yeah.
it's so what normally would I guess excite you wouldn't because you don't have it. So just
Yeah.
imagine if you've never had been intimate with somebody before, you wouldn't know like what it is. So that's where I'm at right now, to where no matter how much I drink or whatever, it's like my body like locks up or like freezes almost at this point.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's not bad. I think that
Yeah.
everybody should try celibacy. So,
I've done it
Especially
before.
have.
I
if
have.
I think especially if you like say you get engaged and we say okay we're not gonna sleep together until we get married or whatever. I think that would be a good thing. Everybody should experience.
I do a
Yeah.
lot of weddings, and grooms hate that.
No, actually, I
hate that shit.
I have a few friends who did that.
Yeah.
And once they got engaged, their wedding was like maybe a year and a half later. They didn't have sex
Yes.
or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
until the day of their wedding. I have a few friends who did that, and I respect that. Though.
Yeah, I do respect it as well, but it's always interesting to hear from the bride standpoint versus the groom.
Yeah.
I probably would do it myself, but I'm just saying, like, the grooms usually hate it.
Yeah.
The brides are having this like revelation in this moment, but it's so interesting to see like the dynamic
The
between
two
the
sides.
two.
Okay,
My
so-
friend who did it, her now husband was like, Will told her, hey, listen, they had their own house and then they decided to move in together. Or well, they had their own apartments and then they were going to move into a house together. And he was like, listen, I'm going to keep my apartment until we are about to get married
Yeah.
because I don't want to be tempted. And so
Yeah.
he was like, you got to sleep in your house and I got to sleep in my apartment.
Hey, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So really quick, this portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Got to shout out the home team. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send over an email to advertise@thesphere.tv. All right, so actually speaking of that, I'm a YouTube girl. I watch YouTube like it's TV. So I don't know if you've heard of like this natural hair girl. Her name is Naturally Mary. So she met a guy on Instagram. He slid in her DMs. They started dating. They did not sleep together or kiss or nothing. So anytime that he would embrace her, it was a kiss on the cheek or the forehead. They are now married. They dated for like a year or so, and now they're married.
Is she Mormon or what?
So they have this new thing where Wade is the new black or whatever like that. I think it's cool. Now we got a kiss.
Yeah.
I don't know about the forehead. I mean, that's nice. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she's pretty popular on Instagram.
Those they kids?
No, they don't have any
Oh.
kids. Girl, they have no kids.
Where did the children come from? Okay. Because that's a whole lot he with. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless he has kids, which I'm unaware. But yeah, they have this whole video about how they decided to wait, and I guess he was either ready to get some or ready to get married.
Well,
And
no,
And how
true
long
love
they
waits.
dated
I agree.
before?
a year.
Oh, wow.
And I believe true love waits.
I do too.
But I remember during my kind of abstinence or celibacy journey at one point, this guy was really, really feeling. He asked me, he was like, I know you're abstaining from sex now. He was like, but like, if you're married, if and when you're married, how many times a week do you pursue
All the
yourself
time.
having?
Because I got to catch up all the time. I wasn't getting none.
And so I was like, so I answered, and he was like, his number was like way above. He was like twice a day, and I was like, oh,
How you gonna do that?
he was like in the morning and when you get home from work. I'm like, who has time?
But what if he's at work and when you're off
He was
work?
like, we're
Yeah.
gonna be on the same schedule. I'm like,
Oh,
okay. It was just too intense. I was like, I can't handle it. I can't.
yeah. Maybe because y'all weren't intimate and he's just thinking about like, man, when I get into it, I'm gonna do it twice
I
a
just
day.
feel like it's really sad that men act like they can't control themselves.
Yeah.
That, to
They
me,
can.
but try. Come on.
Yeah.
You have spent all of your 20s being a whore.
They still a whore in their 30s, girl.
Okay,
You know.
well,
And 40s.
oh, okay, well,
That
that's
mean
even
nothing.
worse. Do you mean to tell me that you can't abstain yourself? Is that a word? Reframe yourself for a person that you actually like? That's ridiculous.
You know, my thing is,
Many
I
of
feel
them
like
can.
some
Do they want
can,
to?
But I feel like these dudes nowadays is like, especially when they're in their career and they're successful and they get all this attention from these like little thought pockets and they don't know how to act. And it's like because women are constantly throwing themselves, they're like, oh, he's successful, he has a nice car. They just don't know how to act. I'm like, just calm down.
Well, sleep with
Because it's
them.
not the
Don't
first-
sleep with me,
but
sleep
it's
with
like,
them.
this is not
They
your first-
do,
but
and
it's
then
not
they
your
end up
first
marrying
rodeo.
those.
Or
So there's
no,
so many
or-
thoughts who have been married, especially the ones I know. Growing up, they're like all with the rings.
No. But see,
Yeah,
I
I-
met a guy on Bumble. true tea. He told me his past relationship, and he was talking to a girl who he said was kind of like an Instagram model. She was a teacher, but she had like,
she was IG famous.
She was IG famous at the same time. And in his building, all the dudes wanted to talk to her. And he was just like, I thought she was very attractive, but, I'm like, I don't know. She's not going to talk to me. I'm this little old chef. Like, she's not going to talk to me. And she actually knocked on his door one day and was like, hey, I've been seeing you, blah, 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 and approached him. And they were together for 6 months. But he was like, she's crazy. And he was like, I was so caught up, like, this beautiful girl wanted to talk to me that I kind of gave her a chance. And I'm just like, that's y'all problem. Y'all so caught up in, like, the big booty, the big titties, and this Instagram model that you're not, like, really taking the time to get to know what she has up here. And then the good women who's out there, who's doing their thing, they're grinding, who is smart and intelligent and who have a lot to offer, y'all overseeing that because she's not thotting and bopping or putting her titties and booties on an Instagram. It's like, it's crazy. So he's like, I learned my lesson, but she came to me and I was like, you need to have some more self-confidence. And that was the last time we spoke because I couldn't do with that. Like, you can't just be like, I'm just going to give this person a chance and this person is crazy, knocking down his doors and all sorts of stuff just because she's pretty. And
That's
you're
ridiculous.
like, because she gave me a chance, like, that means you don't love yourself enough to know what you're worth. And as a man, I feel like I would want someone strong and know his worth so he could know my worth. And if you don't know my worth or your own worth, then we can't be together.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know.
Well, coming from a person who has been told that I'm IG famous, it's overrated. That's why I'm single now, because everybody thinks that everybody's in my DMs, and they're not, okay? So I think it's annoying, and if I could delete my Instagram, I probably would, because it's annoying.
No, that's going too far.
I mean, some people really think.
Wait now.
Why not? People think, oh, well, you have all these followers, so I know you got, like, no.
People do
and
think
even
that.
if I do have people in my inbox, it don't matter if I'm trying to talk to you, so stop being like,
that's the thing. It's just
silly.
like, what does it matter if you have DMs or you on? It doesn't matter who's in your inbox. If I'm actually putting the time in for you, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer. You put time who you want to put time for.
Yeah.
So if I'm
Amen.
putting that time in for you, who cares who's in my DMs? And a lot of times, like, the people that's in your DMs, you're not interested in some crazy people. So it's just like, I don't understand why you even worried about that.
It's interesting now that y'all are talking about social media. Would you want your husband, whoever you're dating, to have as equally as large social media following as you do?
I don't care, but I'd
Now,
probably rather
no.
not. I'd rather not. I actually rather him, just only be on there just to kind of scroll or whatever.
Like
just
your
support me
pictures.
and like my pictures. I don't, honestly, no, because I just feel like, I don't know. It just depends, but
Yeah.
no.
What about you?
I am engrossed into social media enough for the both of us. I need him to have 200 followers and have a private page and don't even have a profile picture.
That's funny.
Like
No
that's
profile picture?
just the little, what's the little
Little
cut out outline? That's it. That's all you need.
That's hilarious.
I want somebody that I've never seen before, which is why I kind of got on Bumble, because I know as far as my circle, a lot of things that I do, you see the same people.
That's true.
If everybody in Houston is big, but it's small. So if you popping, you're gonna see the same popping people when you go out. I'm tired of looking at y'all. Y'all either try to talk to me, I turned y'all down. We talked for a little bit, didn't work, or so I don't want to. I want to meet people that I've never seen before that I don't know. So I think that was another reason why I was okay. Well, let's see, what's going on with Bumble, but no.
I will say, speaking of Bumble, I had Bumble on and active. I travel a lot. I'm a recruiter during the day, and so I was on a work trip last week and was everywhere from like Atlanta to Nashville and Memphis. And girl, these men in the deep South, y'all,
What?
it was lit. I went on like 2 dates last week.
Really?
And I was working like 12 hours a day, but I was like, if you're up for meeting at like 9:30 for a quick dinner, like we can meet. And like 2 of them
That
said
sounds
yes.
fun. I'm going
That-
to
that's
Atlanta.
fun, yeah.
a
Oh,
couple
you
weeks.
should. Atlanta was a little interesting because of just like how Atlanta is, and usually a lot of women there are either actors or actresses or artists or like whatever. It was just very interesting. But when I got to definitely Nashville,
No,
because the Met Center.
Nashville is on the list for the top places to be to
well,
live
it was-
and be single.
it was literally-
because my friend was like, "I'm moving to Nashville. I'm gonna
It
find
was
my
so
husband."
lit. They have a really large medical center complex, so
Yeah.
a lot of guys were in medical school or just graduating or like working for the hospital system in some way, like as an attorney for the general counsel of a hospital. Like it was lit, y'all. I was like, whoa. But I went on one date with one Nigerian doctor, and And it was so interesting. So at the end, I'm like, so, because he has 2 children. And I was like, okay, but have you been married before? And he was like, well, you never asked a Nigerian man his marital status.
Because he
Why?
married. Because they always
multiple
married.
wives.
Thank you. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you. Check, please. But it was very interesting. But I
Yeah.
went on a date with a really, really nice guy.
He trying to add you to be one of them concubines.
Girl. But no, down south, if y'all go.
But see, honestly, I feel like I find more luck when I travel. So like when I went to New York for Fashion Week, not this time around because it was raining a lot, but the first time I went last year, I mean, the term "it's raining men,"
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere, and it's just like the trash man was fine. the guy that's just riding his bicycle, it was like everybody you saw was just very attractive, and I was just like, oh man, I need to really move to New York.
Yeah.
But I would say the people that I do connect with more on Bumble, they are not from here. They're from somewhere
We have a lot of
else.
transients. That's very
So
true.
those guys, I do connect more because I don't know. The ones from Houston, it's just like, but like
Because
if
they
they're
caught up in
somewhere
the
else-
sauce. They caught up in the
Yeah.
hype.
If there's somewhere else, it's just like I feel like I have more of a connection with
I can
them.
agree with that.
So I would say the few people that I've had a connection with are not from
Yep.
Houston, and they just moved like not too long ago. So
Agreed.
I'm like, okay, I could deal with this.
Agreed.
But yeah, if you from here, or have y'all ever had an instance where you're on Bumble and you're swiping through their pictures and then it's like a guy that, like his friend is like a guy you know, or like a
Yes.
guy you used to talk to? That happened to me a few times, and I actually swiped right and we connected, but I like looked through his pictures. I'm like, oh yeah, I talked to his friend for 2 seconds, so I'm like, I can't really.
Girl, so what? If y'all didn't sleep together, it's free game. That's how. Just to be honest.
I mean, that's true too. I
On
mean,
the
if there's
first day,
nothing-
hey, I talked to your friend, didn't nothing happen. I'm trying to see what's up. I mean, guys do it all the
Yeah.
time.
I mean, that's
Oh,
true.
they
Oh
do.
no, they do.
So-
Trust me, they do.
Look,
But yeah, that's happened to me a few times. where I'm
hey, if
looking
your
through the
ex
pictures,
gotta
I'm like,
be
oh.
one of your husband's groomsmen, hey, it is what it is.
Well, if it's right, if it's a connection, I could care less.
Exactly.
The
'cause you ain't
past
gonna-
is the past. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
that's funny.
actually matched with a guy that I used to date in college.
Aw.
And I matched on purpose. Well, okay, so have y'all gotten the free trial of Bumble Boost?
What?
No.
Girl, y'all ain't swiping enough. So they gave me a free trial where I get to see who swiped on me, and I ain't even got to swipe on them.
Wow.
Yes.
Have you guys
That's
ever
awesome.
had? I didn't know they did this, and I mean, it kind of made me feel a little bit special where they can like extend for like 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, they do it.
Adorable.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
That's
oh,
the
they used it one extend on me, so I feel a little bit special.
But I still
But
swipe
then-
left.
But
No,
then I
she
feel-
still didn't message
then
him
I-
after he done
But
used
then I
his
feel,
one.
but then I feel
Obligated.
obligated because I'm like, you use your one, and then sometimes I be swiping the right for the hell of it, and then I
Yeah.
be forgetting. Sometimes I swipe, and I was like, I'll go talk to these people later, and then it just go great. And I'm
Yep.
like, oh man, darn.
But see,
told
on the
you last
on the
time, that
Bumble,
was my
but on
issue.
the Bumble Boost, you can rematch.
Wow.
Y'all need to get that free trial.
well, I gotta
I-
swipe it enough. I just don't be dealing with all the
I think
advertising.
I'm not saying that I'm like trying to find a husband, but I think of it now as a game, and I think that it's fun.
Yeah.
And I
It
mean
is.
now, I mean just talking to people, just like seeing, I guess, just where their head at, because I
Yeah.
feel like you're not gonna find anyone under a rock. I mean, you might find your husband or see your husband on the way to your date for a Bumble
Yeah.
guy. Like, I mean, I just feel like at this point, what do I have to lose? I'm not trying to find a husband. He'll come when he's supposed to come. However, I am gonna have fun. So if you want to take me to dinner, we can do that.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. For me, my biggest thing, like how you are openly and honest and like, hey, I'm celibate, blah blah blah. I'm like, listen, I'm willing to build on a friendship. I'm not trying to rush into a relationship. Do I want one eventually? Yes. But I want to build a friendship. I want to build a foundation. I want us to be best friend, kikiing, going out and having a good time. So there's no pressure there. Let's take that time to get to know each other. So I say that from the jump. Oh, you want to get married? That's great. I'm not worried about that right now. I want to know your favorite color. I want to know your pet peeves. I want to know your favorite movies. I want to go out and do things that are fun and not like a typical date, like going to the zoo or do something different. So it's just like,
Or a picnic.
So I feel like-
somebody take me
Yeah,
on a
picnic.
or a
picnic.
picnic, or like this one dude suggested bowling. I'm like, I haven't been on a bowling date in a
That's
long time. That's
fun.
fun. So it's just like, I'm like you in a way where I'm like, I want to have fun and I don't want the pressure. I want to get to know you. Let's start as friends and see where it could go. But it's just like, I feel like as you get older, just society itself is like, oh well, you're
You're
getting
an
close
old
to 30
maid.
or you're
Yeah.
30 and you know your eggs are drying up and you got to do
Yep.
this. I'm like, no, wait, just take the time. When you go searching, you're not gonna find the right person. So take the time and have fun and just like, I'm willing to just build on the friendship and we can see where it goes. So that's where I'm at.
Yes. So now with that, ladies, would you still continue with your Bumble accounts, or everything's getting deleted
October
on the 31st?
30th, the 31st. I don't know.
Aw.
I
We'll see what
I would
happens.
see what
Okay.
happens. There's some people in there, but I feel like we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on with the bet. I'm
Okay.
going to be a
Or
team
maybe I won't
player.
be as active after the time. Like check it every now, because nobody wants to be on the app, and everybody's just throwing their phone numbers out because they don't want the notification to pop up on their phone because they don't want to look desperate, because that's really what it is. But we'll see what happens. Bumble haven't done nothing to me.
Okay.
I ain't met no crazy psycho killers besides that dude. Oh, you didn't see when the dude popped up on me at church?
Oh no! you
Oh,
don't
girl.
know.
That was
No, I
weird.
actually bumped into one of the people I swiped right at the gym this Saturday. I was like, "Ooh, girl."
Was
I
he
had
cute?
time no, it was a accidentally swiped
Oh,
right.
you hit
And
the
I
unmatch?
I didn't unmatch. I just waited till it turned gray. So, but I was just like, it just kind of caught me off guard. But he was staring at me because I could tell he was just like, she on Bumble. And so I was telling my friend, I'm like, listen, we have one more set and we gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
I got to go.
Oh man.
Alrighty, well that was good. I
Yeah.
think
That's
we got
good. That was good.
to try Bumble,
Yes.
y'all. It
Yeah,
ain't all
try.
bad.
I mean, some people be drinking some crazy water and then they out there. But I feel like if you've never done it before, at least try it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with trying to kind of see what's out there, a new way of dating. You could meet your best friend. You could have a few fun dates, some, a free meal, some drinks.
Well, I don't
want to
meet no best friend. I got enough friends, but anyway.
But I'm just saying, at least just try to put your foot out there. Don't automatically think you're going to meet your husband. Because what if you don't meet your husband?
My husband is not in Texas. That's why I got to start traveling some more.
He not in Texas.
I'm gonna meet him at the airport going somewhere else.
You sound like Necka. That's funny.
Hey, it girl Necka. Shout out to
Yeah.
it girl Necka.
She's always like, she's calling me right now. She's always like, I'm gonna find my husband at the airport, and then we're gonna sit next to each other on the plane, and then we're gonna talk. And
She
then
sound like a
next thing you
Lifetime
know- like that's what I tell. I'm like, you sound like a Lifetime movie, but hey,
Hallmark Channel.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Alrighty, I think that's it, ladies.
All
All
right.
right, this was fun, you
Was it
guys.
gonna have
Thanks
to be
for
part
having
3?
me.
I don't know what else. What else
It
do we?
should be
Unless we
after
have
30 days.
Because we were supposed to
Right.
talk about like outfits
But I
and
also
fashion,
had a-
since we had the fashion guru, so maybe we do
That
have
is
to have
true.
a part 3.
But I also had a guy reach out to me that he wanted to be a part of the dating show.
That would be nice to see what a male.
We already know what they
yeah,
gonna say.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, okay.
I mean, hey, that's what I said. Well, I'll let you know. But we'll see. But yeah, it can be as many. I mean, this is a heavy topic, and we ain't the only ones that are millennials that are single, that are trying to. It's more people that are single that are in relationships. So,
That is true.
Ooh, the shade.
but I'm just saying. But Instagram makes you think that everybody's in a relationship with you. Y'all don't feel
Well,
that
no,
way?
my friend circle,
No.
like literally, I'm the last of my line sisters who I crossed with. It's 14 of us. I'm the last.
Same here.
single one.
I'm the last one. All my
Yeah.
friends are married
Yep.
or serious relationships or pregnant.
Yep.
Or,
Well,
But I have
I've
a group
always
of
been
single-
like that. I'm Joan. I ain't never got no man. But
I-
I'm going to have fun.
There's
I
nothing
mean-
wong with that though.
No.
There's nothing wrong with just
Not
like
at
letting your
all.
hair down and just having
But
fun.
I only want a boyfriend not all the time.
That's another thing.
That's another thing,
like,
too.
I
I
don't,
like
want-
my
I don't like too
space.
clingy. I know.
Like
Either.
if I
do
want to go
enjoy
to
my
dinner,
space.
I want a
Listen.
boyfriend. Or if I'm on my way home late, I want somebody to talk to. Like I don't want a boyfriend all the time.
Man, I feel like I'm
That's
like
that
that right
alpha
now.
females crap.
I feel like I'm like that right now because there's times where I really do like being by myself. I like
love
coming
it.
home by myself. I like waking up. Like you just don't have all these expectations with, is he gonna call you looking on your phone?
Yep.
I just like feeling at peace.
Yes.
So I don't mind it like you. There's times where you have a hard day and you do want to call a boo or you just want to snuggle and watch a
Emotional
movie
support.
in the bed. But
Did
it's
you
just
say
like
child support or show support?
emotional.
Oh,
Like,
so she
having
said
that
child
partner
support.
there,
I'm like,
no.
wait,
But we
what
don't
kind
have
of
no
boo you
kids.
No,
No, but like emotional support.
Yeah.
So you have your days where you're like, man, I just want to call him and just tell him, you know, how my
Yeah.
day is or whatever. But other than that, for the most part, I like being by myself.
I do.
You know,
I
like
do.
I'm enjoying this time.
Yep.
I agree.
So yeah.
Well, okay, it's gonna be to be continued again.
Dot, dot, dot.
Dot, 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 dot. Alrighty, that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks again to Chantal,
Of
the
course.
fashion turner.
Yes.
Thanks
Y'all
for
might
having
Yes.
y'all might see her some more. I don't know.
Absolutely. I
We
hope
gotta-
so.
We gotta vet her out.
She's a natural.
Oh,
I don't know.
I tried.
She
Hey, if
ready.
you want me to be
She
here,
had-
I'll be here.
She
Yes.
had practice from last week.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's good.
Well,
She's
my
a
very
pro now.
first time was
In March.
with,
Oh, yeah.
was in March.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like now doing it back to back, I feel a lot more comfortable than the very
Yes.
first time because
You were great.
I was nervous.
I could tell she was, because I know her when I watched. I could tell she was nervous, but she still did good. But I was just like, I bet she was just like.
I was really nervous, and then last week, I guess because we know each other, we're friends, it was like a lot more relaxed. And then you doing it back to back, I feel like okay, well now.
back to back.
And
All
then
right.
when you talk about topics you can relate to,
Yeah,
it's easier.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to get some more fashion stuff because that ain't my stilo.
Is this the first time we ever had an hour-long show?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Okay, come on, y'all. We got to go so I can get back on Bumble.
All right, y'all. See you next week.
Alrighty. Next
Yeah.
week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.